Well, hello out there. I hope you guys are all doing well. You've gone through the holidays and you live to tell about it. And hopefully you still have a family you didn't duke it out, you know, Christmas Eve or something. So anyway, that was a new tune of mine. It's called, I don't know what it's called. I named it this morning. I called it the Fourth Degree because it's got a lot of fourths in it. And so you know how like you get the third degree from your detective when you get thrown in jail, you know? You remember that? I don't, thank goodness. But anyway, you might. So this is the fourth degree instead of the third degree. So it's got some cool changes, I think. Anyway, before we get into that, let's see who's here. We have Wes today, number one, and Gail's working. There's Wesley.
Hey
Say
guys,
hi, Wes. There
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Sweet.
Yeah, we want to know what what kind of guitars everyone got for Christmas. And someone got a nice guitar out there, one of our viewers. So let's hear about it.
Yeah. Did you get one of those with the wind up, you know, and the Mickey Mouse? That's my fave. Yeah, so look at, there's Tom from Connecticut to see my Happy New Year from Berlin. Wow. Now, are the nights really short there this time of year, or are they really long? And then Kirby, what's happening, Kirby? And Andrew, really, thanks for joining us, you guys. Mike, Tom Johnson, who's really killing it, JGI. And little Ralphie Stanfield, the roller derby queen. No, wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Happy New Year. Most event if I've heard from you in a while. Great. Oh, well, thanks, Ralph. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay. But thank you, Ralphie.
I think it's good, probably.
Yeah, it's the best thing I've heard from you in a long time.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's like,
Well,
get off your ass and put out some more stuff.
well, you know what? I got up. I've been getting up. If I don't want to say, I don't even want to say it because as soon as you say it, you don't do it. But for a while there, excuse me, I get up and write a song in the morning. Song would wake me up, so I'd get up and write it down. So W.C. Ray, happy 2022. Thank you, you guys. So you got a 59 Les Paul copy. What brand, by the way? Louis, what's happening? Gail Severson is here. And somebody got a 2013 Gibson ES 335. Boy, that's a nice gift.
That's pretty good.
Tom, you're killing it. Yes, you are. It's a good. Thank you, Ralphie. So, yeah. Anyway, the changes to that tune, man. I just, it's like the blowing changes are B minor 11, B flat minor 11, and then it goes to E minor 11, then to G minor 11, and then to C sharp minor 11, and then to F to F sharp, or F sharp 9 to F sharp to F7 sharp 9 and back again. I think that's pretty cool. So, anyway, you've got to do a recording on that one of these days. Well, wait a minute. Somebody else got an 81 Greco 3-pickup Black Beauty. It's funny. I remember when Grecos and those guitars were coming out and everybody poo-pooed them really badly, because they were made in Japan. But you look back at them now, you think, wow, these are really nice, So, whoops. They did pretty good on those guitars. I've had a few Grecos pass through our guitar inventory and passed them on to students. And yeah, well, that's kind of, yeah, from the 90s. They got anything older than that? But this, he said he's got 3 pickups. Any jazz chord melody guitar teachers you would recommend in the Pasadena area? Yes, I do. Brad Rebution. Look up Bad Rebution. And yes, he can help. He taught at LA Music Academy. I think he's still there. Nice to see you, Kim says. I need an excuse to stop shoveling snow. Yes, well, we're shoveling something a little different than snow today, right? No, just kidding. That's not even a joke, was it?
That was, I don't even know what that was. Honestly, that was pretty, that's as bad as it gets. Right?
Are you in a sauna? It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah.
It gets super hot in here during the live stream.
Yeah, it does get hot. All you got to do is open the door, though, and you'll cool off.
Throw some more water on those rocks over there.
On the amplifier? Yeah.
Saunas are rough.
From myself to me, you bought that. Oh, that's good for you. Good for you. Will you be putting the 4th degree for sale? Oh, well, thank you for asking. Gee, well, maybe I ought to. I have the West Side of Heaven for sale. I didn't think that people would actually want to do any of my tunes just because, I don't know. But absolutely. Yeah, we'll get that together. one of these days. You know, the problem with writing songs is I keep rewriting them and rewriting them and rewriting them. So I got to give it a little time. Yes, Ralph, that was Band in the Box tracks. Can't beat them. And if you want Band in the Box tracks, Gail's got links to those and also to get Band in the Box. So we're excited about the new year. We've been putting out, we recorded a bunch of videos, and
yeah,
hopefully we'll have them done, right? And
oh, they're ready to go for sure. But I did that announcement yesterday, so hopefully everyone saw that.
Oh,
I posted a little announcement about some of the stuff we have coming up, and just an overall update on us. But yeah, we're gonna start posting videos every day again.
Good, good. So just little tidbits of video is always handy. Hey, I got a tip for you. This is just a simple little tip. And you know how your guitar pick sometimes it gets, you know, the writing wears off and then it gets really slick and you can't really do anything with it. I mean, it's slipping all over. Here's what you do. You get yourself an X-Acto knife, and you go like, no, you go like this. You just like make a tic-tac-toe or hashtag mark on that. That's all you got to do. And believe it or not, that's all it takes.
Just show it over here.
Show it
Can
over.
you see it?
Well, it's really hard to see.
Right.
It's just the lines are so little you can't really see them. But it's amazing. It gives you enough to grip on there so to keep that pick from spinning. Now, you could do both sides if you wanted to. I've only done one side, but I'm going to do two on this. And that's all you got to do. You know how, I don't know if you ever saw any of those other videos that I had of John Pisano's idea of drilling holes in the pick. And it makes it real stable. And that's all, that works really good. But the X-Acto knife, that X-Acto knife idea really cuts through that. And now you have a real stable pick. It's not slipping. Hey, how do you like this guitar, you guys? Do you remember seeing this on the live stream one time? It was up for sale from one of my students. And another student, Tom, bought it. And then Tom decided he wanted the money more than the guitar.
Hey, can you turn your mic up a little bit?
Turn my mic up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
And so he wanted, and so I bought it from him. And so I sold that Super Eagle, you know, the white, because you don't need two of these big ass guitars. You only need one. So I bought this, and I think it sounds pretty good. What do you guys think? Okay. Will you be okay? Let's see. What's your opinion of guitar learning sites like Jam Play? You know, I remember when that came out, but I am totally unfamiliar with it, and so I don't know. I don't have any opinion on it. Greetings from Dallas, Texas. Mark, how are ya? Well, thank you for being interested in one of my tunes. I'm going to play this other song, which was the title track of an album that I did. I love the tune. It's called The West Side of Heaven. And it's got West changes on it. The song goes, the progression is like a minor blues. And then F minor. No, that's a minor blues. What am I doing? It goes like this. I was playing it too slow. And then it's got this little kicker here. Something like that. I'm going to try to get in tune. Okay, tuning. You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish. Hear that joke, Wes? All right, here we go. Here's the West Side of Heaven. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, boom, boom. Anyway, there it was. That's the West Side of Heaven, and it's a minor blues with a little stinger on there. So, you guys got anything you want to talk about? Hello, Don Myers. Nice to hear your name. Joe Sampson. Thank you, Joe. Ethan. Do I want to hear a joke? Yes. Do you want to hear a joke, Wes?
Sure.
Sure, let's hear it.
Bring it.
Bring it on. What's that noise? Oh, you're doing stuff. Okay. Shall we do a lesson? Okay, tell you what, let's do a lesson. What we're going to do is we're going to do the first little exercise taken from a thing that I have. It's called Study of Fourths. And that first song that I played had a lot of fourths in it. And basically what a fourth is 4 tones up from another note. So there's a fourth. So I within a major scale, I have several fourths. Now I'm going to go up a fourth, then I'm going to go to the second note and go up a fourth, third note, fourth note. Notice that's a diminished or an augmented fourth, diminished fifth. Now it changes to that shape. And then again we have between the fourth degree of the G scale is a C, and then going a fourth above it gives me an F sharp. So again, that's that diminished fifth or augmented fourth. So Wes, why don't you take a focus in on the picking hand here. Now you could go down, up, down, up, down, up. You could end it like that. Or you could go now descending, you've got this. Okay, now you could go up on one, down on the other. So that is fourths, okay? And they're very powerful. Now you can, for soloing and stuff, you can skip certain degrees. Okay, you can do whatever you want. This is America. You can do it, and you'll probably get a grant. And you can do anything you want, and you'll get paid. So try that. Fourths. It's a little tricky in the beginning, and we're just using one scale shape there, but that's a really good exercise, and you should work on it. Now I have a whole study on those if you want to go check it out at the library. Yes, that is the Guitar College theme song. Thank you, Tom Johnson. That West Side of Heaven.
It is the unofficial theme song.
It is the unofficial.
That one or the Caliente Latin jazz one is.
It could be this one. Or at one time it was.
So Austin Powers.
What?
The Caliente one is
Austin
very
Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Shagadelic.
Remember that one? That was in the early days.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
That's called Doobie Da. Doobie da, doobie da, doobie da, dooba doo da. It had lyrics. Doobie da.
Wow.
By the way, if you like the camera angles, Wes is here, and he would appreciate it because I don't pay him, being the cheap guy I am.
Nope. Thanks, Dad.
If you find it in your goodwill to give him a tip, leave him a tip. Gail will probably provide a link to do that. Ralph Stanfield says, hook me up with Band in a Box, please. And Happy New Year. Okay, we can do that. Kirby, how you doing with Band in a Box?
Man, I want to get Band in a Box too.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
Is that pickup jacked up? You mean raised off the top? Did I do that? No, I haven't done that on this. So this is a Schaller. It's called an HRW pickup, which is Howard Rendell Wall, who takes Schaller pickups and he modifies them. I don't know what he does to them, but he does change the way they sound. They're a little less high-endy. They got a little more mid-range, a little more beef. Somebody wants to know, what guitar do you play, Wes?
I play the mostly that acoustic Gibson. It's like early '60s LG1.
Oh yeah, that's a nice guitar.
And then I just got a Taylor T5
Oh yeah.
from my randomly just bought it off my landlord because I got a really good deal on it. So I've been playing that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is
I
that the
also-
one we worked on? Did we work on
Yeah,
that?
we have a video coming out on it.
Okay.
Yeah. That and I don't know, I got a Strat and a Tele and rock and roll stuff.
All the essentials.
Although I do have that Epiphone Wilshire,
Yeah.
that black one. I think that one's gonna be worth some money. It's probably worth
It probably is
worth close to $2,000, I think, right now. I bet.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
And does it come with a straight jacket for anybody who buys it? Because you got to be freaking nuts to pay that kind of money on that guitar. But that's okay. Not to burst your bubble. But maybe you could get 18.
I
Hey,
want to keep it.
yeah, keep it. Link for tips for Wes is also in the description. Okay, you guys. Okay, but I need those bundles of songs to plug in. I thought, didn't you get those, Kirby? Let me know about that. Okay. Intervals of a fourth. So when I played my tune. Okay, so that was intervals of a fourth. So it takes this hand to be able to do it, and that's what it takes. Okay, Steve Metzger says, I like my new Eastman T49. Thanks for your reviews. Awesome, Steve. I have a T49 with one pickup available if anybody wants it. I'm also going to include in the price of that a 1-year membership to the Guitar College Library. A $2.99 value. We're just blowing them out here. Call me crazy. We're just blowing it out. Okay.
Dang it, I forgot the streamers that we're supposed to buy.
Can we get one of those
Pop
little
right here.
little men,
Little wavy guy.
a wavy guy?
Go do your pitch.
We're blowing them out over here. Okay. I've noticed on the higher register force that slide are nice intros. Yeah. Well, you know, the classic fourth is. You know, those Rainy Night in Georgia's. What? That was Reggie Coates. Is that No, Reggie Coates is a band. Reggie Young, Reggie Jackson. No, not Reggie Jackson. He's a baseball player. Reggie Young, I think, who did that. I think passed away not too long ago. I have a funny story, kind of. All right, so when I was young and in high school, I was in a band and had a recording contract, and the producer really liked my playing. And so he would get me in to do sessions with these other people who were real good session players. And then one of them was with this seasoned guy who, I guess a seasoned guy. He'd done a lot, okay? He was on Shindig and stuff. And I'm not going to mention his name because it's not polite to talk bad about the dead. He's passed on. But anyway, he was late for the session, and he came in and he took a Stratocaster and he plugged it in and he went. He said, man, since I did that Rainy Night in Georgia session, man, oh man, the phone's been ringing off the hook. Turns out he didn't do it. But nobody else knew, you know, who would know, you know what I mean? And so he would jive me a lot when I first met him. He said, you ever heard this? Oh yeah, sure. That was me. What? No way. Yeah, they just hired studio guys. Cream, sure. Okay. Is that crazy or what? All right, so let's, one more time. What is that pickup? It's HRW, Howard Rendell Wall. It's a modification of a Schaller pickup. And he worked at Heritage, still does, and he was modifying pickups, and they were putting him there in their high-end guitars. Okay. Anything else I've noticed? Okay. Is it a bad idea to ship expensive hollow body guitars in below zero temperatures? Yeah, gosh, you know, I don't know. I don't know how they do that in the Midwest. Do they leave them in a box truck overnight freezing? Do they pull them into a warehouse? I don't know. I would think if you leave them in there freezing, it's not a good idea.
Could you like maybe wrap a light blanket around it, you know, or like, you know, it's like,
well, it's got a lot of insulation, you know, with the.
I mean, like it's like wrapping up a pipe so it doesn't freeze, you know.
Yeah, I suppose if
you have some extra.
But the water in a pipe is connected to the temperature by all the other water and going in the ground. This would be just, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, Wes. Maybe so.
I feel like it couldn't hurt, right?
It couldn't hurt. Yeah, it's not going to hurt. Yeah, so. But they do it. I mean, life doesn't stop because it's cold outside, right? So people are shipping guitars and all that good stuff. Speaking of guitars, Wes, let's take a trip over to Reverb.
All right.
Reverb.com, your source of used guitars. And if you start looking at these guitars, prices get higher and higher and higher. Is there no end? But here's an interesting guitar. It's a Recording King. It's 1939 or 38. Roy Smeck, Charlie Christian, ES-150. All right, so a Recording King was the Montgomery Ward brand. Roy Smeck was the primo guitar player of the era. He was, Charlie Christian, Django Reinhardt, and Roy Smeck. Roy was born in the 1900. He died in 94. He lived a long life, and he endorsed this guitar and possibly helped design it. Look at it. It's got that Charlie Christian pickup on it. Look where the knobs are. Isn't that a trip? Right up there where you can get to them. And look at the case. I know that, it's like, well, you're going to look at the case. The case is, I think it's original. I could be wrong, but it's of kind of the period. So isn't that a beautiful case? I've heard a guy play this kind of guitar with a group, and he used an old Gibson amp, and I tell you, he sounded great. I thought, God dang it, that thing sounds good, man. And, it's just, it's a laminate guitar, I believe, and this one looks in pretty good shape. But there is a piece of history.
Yeah, that's a cool headstock right there.
Isn't that a cool thing? Yeah. I don't know what it originally sold for. It doesn't matter. But it looks in very good shape for the age. Now, they've revitalized this brand. They don't make this guitar anymore. But they've revitalized the brand. The brand is out there now. So that's $32.99, right? Which, a few years ago, you probably could have got it for $18. So like most everything, they've doubled. And but Wes, type in ES-150 Charlie Christian and see how much a Gibson one is. ES-150 Charlie Christian. Because, well, that's a tenor guitar. That's that one there. What is down there? Yeah, they don't have any. Okay, there isn't any. So anyway, I just thought that was a pretty interesting guitar. That would be fun. That would work great with this amp here.
Yeah, why don't you get it?
Ask your mom. You should get it. Man.
Yeah, maybe I'll get it. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's a Roy Smeck. Trying to learn the thumb. Would you recommend learning one page at a time, or get the basics of the whole 8 pages, or get it down solid each page, then move forward? If you're learning a transcribed solo, just take each line and get it down, and then move to the next line, and then the next line. I mean the jazz line, you know what I'm saying? try to learn it in bits and pieces. That's the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So Wes was saying we ought to do some more reverb stuff just because I like to look at guitars, but I go through this withdrawal thing or this anxiety because guitars I see on there that were a year or two ago have doubled in price or gone up a couple thousand, and it's like, what's going on? And I guess it's just inflation. But the thing is, they're not making any more 1938 authentic Royce Smeck Recording King guitars, right? So it's like a collectible. Okay, so trying to learn the thumb. I am thinking about buying a D'Angelico EX and replacing the floating humbucker with a lawyer Charlie Christian. Well, that's a good idea, I guess. Why not? It's not that expensive a guitar, so you can experiment. So, Lucinda Murphy. Hi, Lucinda. I don't know what you're saying there, but...
That would be a non-existent person. That is a robot.
That's a robot.
Yes.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Sir Robot. Okay, so don't forget the tip jar. Let's play another song. What do you say? Oh, by the way, talking about Royce Smeck, I wanted to listen to this. He played at the inaugural dinner of Franklin Roosevelt. Now, there's a little piece of history, huh? Isn't that a trip? So Royce Smeck, they called him the Wizard of the Strings. He played banjo, ukulele, mandolin. Oh, there he is. And would you buy a used car from that guy? But, man, could he play. There's probably hard to find recordings on there of him. There he is on a slack steel. Look at that old amp back there. But anybody who's dedicated their life to the guitar like that should be checked out, and you should listen to his music if you can find it. What do you got going on down below? We got some colon blow going on there.
Yep.
Sweet. Anyway.
This live stream.
It is
Brought to you by
Metamucil. That's right. Get your guitar out of the dumps. You feeling kind of sluggish today? Well, hi, Martin. Willow, wait for me. something like that. I have a lesson on that song. Thank you for asking for that. I actually kind of knew it. So that's a great tune. I love that tune. It's kind of I have a bluesy section in the middle of it. It goes, let's see. Wait for me. Then the bridge, you can speed it up. Something like that. Anyway, check it out on the website. I think, you know what, Kirby, it's a nice arrangement. And actually, it's a good, I don't want to say entry level, but it's not that hard. It uses a lot of cool chords and movable chords. Do you ever have achy hands, and what do you do? Thanks. To Mr. Blue. Mr. Too Blue. Too Blue, too. Okay. Yes, as a matter of fact, they hurt right now. Thank you. So, ice water, then hot water. Okay? If that doesn't work, try, like 2 minutes, as long as you can stand it in ice water, and then some hot water. Get rid of the inflammation, but bring back the circulation. And then you get your hands super clean, wash them really good. Tiger Balm. And DMSO. DMSO pushes that stuff into your joints, and it really helps. And then there's also the CBD stuff with coconut oil or olive oil or something like that. Rubbing your hands with olive oil or CBD or whatever, smoking a joint. It all helps. I don't do that. So let me know if any of those work for you. Bought the 4-on-6 lesson, struggling to hear the end of solo section, starting with, can you just play the chords in that section? On 4-on-6. So wait a minute. 4-on-6. They don't have that on my player right now. I don't know where the where this F sharp 7 comes in. I'm not seeing it there. I imagine it is there. But what is your question about it? Can you just play the chords in that section, that solo section? Well, that was it. Ba-ba-doo-dup. That's it right there. 'Twas highly enjoyable to stream your Christmas album during the holidays while strolling with my bicycle in the snow. Wow, that is pretty cool, Cat. So, thank you. Any hot opinions of the 7-string versus 6-string divide? Would you ever play a 7-string just for laughs, or is it 6 plenty? I don't care for the 7-string myself. The reason is you've got that low bass, and once you start down that road of playing the bass, it's hard to in a song to stop it. So plus it's a little more demanding on the hand strength. I don't have as much hand strength to do that. I am 72 and the cold hurts. Now only playing bass softly. And the cold hurts. Well, yeah, it does. When you put it in ice cold, yeah, it does. It's supposed to. And then put it in hot and it feels so good. It's kind of like hitting yourself in the head with a hammer. It feels so good when it stops. It's kind of like paying car insurance. Feels so good when it stops. Any tips on vintage 60s amp maintenance? Yeah, just gotta, keep your tubes up. Be careful when you cart it. Keep it in a dry place. I think that's really important. And I think that's about it. I'm not a technician. Half the time the caps need to be done. They leak. And listen, if it starts making noise, it's not supposed to be doing that. So you're going to have to fix it. What kind of 60s amp? Oh.
It's an Ampeg Jet.
Oh. Yeah. Those things are built like a rock, but, you just take care of it, keep it dry, maybe don't leave it in the basement unless you got one of those moisture things to set the moisture.
Play it too, right? And,
yeah, you gotta play it and turn it on. That's another thing. Here's another weird thing. All right, so did I already play Rainy Day? No. Want to play Rainy Day? Since we're talking about that, we better get on with another lesson too, maybe. Let's get on with another lesson. Time's a wasting. All right, I've got my Ted Greene book here. Jazz Guitar Soloing, Volume 2. Turning to page 65, he talks about developing your ideas. And I think this is an important little lesson. Basically, he's doing a 2-5-1 lick. And the lick it's F minor to E flat or B flat something, augmented sharp 9, augmented flat 9, flat 5, I don't know, one or the other, or all of the above, and then E flat major 9. So, all right, so, wow, that sounds good. Now we're going to go like this. For the F minor, he plays this lick. So I'm starting on B flat, A flat. Now that sounds like a G minor, doesn't it? But then we're going into an A flat major 7. So now for the E flat, or the B flat chord, the first lick that he plays is B flat, F sharp, A flat, and then, so, okay, and then he's going to an E flat, and he's going, plays Bonanza at the end. So it's, okay, isn't that a nice sound? he's talking about is a variation on the 5 chord. So the next lick is like this. So first we have the same F minor, 9. Then we're going to hit a D flat, which is the sharp 9, right? Then the flat 9 of B flat, and then we're going to move down to, and we're going to play it's like a whole tone sound, right? So I've got the 9th, the 3, the sharp 5 there. So now this lick sounds, and then for the E flat. So now we have, let me play it again. Okay, and then he goes on and he does various things just over the 5 chord. So you might want to check that out someday. You think that's enough? Should I show him some more? That's probably enough. Huh?
That was a lot.
That's a lot. Okay.
No overload right there.
Overload, yeah. Okay. Johnny Smith had often dropped D tuning in use. Caps and speaker cones. Okay, so I don't do any alternate tunings. I'm not that smart, man, to do all that. One time I playing a country tune and stuff like that, you know, I used to do that on a few things, but not anymore. It's too hard. So anyway, that was a couple of licks out of the Jazz Guitar Single Note Soloing, Volume 2, by my old friend, Little Teddy Greene. Do you know Ted was a hard guy in high school? You know what I mean? Trench coat, city, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. You know what? Let's do another lesson. Let's do another lesson, okay? I want to do this, and we're going to talk about playing. Whoops! Stop! No! It's alive. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, hold it. All right. I've got 2 chords, and this is this comes under the heading, and I have a lesson on it, on soloing over one tonal center. So I have A minor to D9, right? That is the tonal center of, what is it, Wes?
G major.
Good boy. Good boy. Give that boy a cookie. Give him a tip. Come on.
I just know that because it says it on my little sheet here.
I see we've done really well with you. Okay, so the G major family. Now look at that's 2/5. So basically I want a Dorian sound. So I'm interpreting the A as the 2 chord, 5 as the D as the 5 chord, that 2 to 5. And that's over the A minor. It's a Dorian sound if I just play G major. Now here's the problem: is guys play, when they see A minor, they go like this. They play a blues scale, you know. And that's all well and good, but it's not very much fun, and it just is focusing on that A minor tonality. We want to focus on the tonal center of G and let it react to the A minor. So while this chord's being played, I'm thinking in the key of G. Here's my force, right? So let me play some vamping stuff.
of that.
Now that's a G. Here's a G arpeggio. Do you notice never once did I went played the blues scale, and so now you can let's do this within the G scale, right? I have G major 7, A minor 7, B minor 7, C major 7, D 7, E minor 7, F sharp minor 7, flat 5, back to G. So why don't we focus in on some of those chords and forget about the A minor and all that stuff. The rhythm section's playing that. We're going to play some other chords. So let me try to do that. All right, let's start with an F sharp minor 7, flat 5. How about E minor? How about B minor? D7. G major 7. So again, thinking out instead of A minor, when you see A minor to D9, instead of playing A minor to D9, think of the tonal center of those chords, which would be G. Play the chords within that tonal center. Okay, guys, well, you know what? It's about that time where we're going to say goodnight to all our watchers. Let's play one more song. What do you think, Wes? One more?
Yeah, yeah, better do one more. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to say, Wes?
No, not really.
Oye, como va? Can you play Dolphin Dance? Yes, but not today. All from the G diatonic family. Yes, Ralphie, you got it, buddy. Okay, here's a great tune, man. I love this tune. It's called Alone Together. I messed up the bridge. Got to get it out of your system every once in a while. So anyway, you guys, thank you again for joining me, and we'll do it again next week. Same bat time, same bat station.
Make sure you keep an eye out for the new videos.
That's right, new video every day, right?
Yeah, starting tomorrow.
Whew.
It's gonna be a lot.
So give tip a Wes, will you? Give Wes a tip if you feel like it. He would really appreciate it. Wait a minute. Hey, Rich, where do you get all your great guitars from? Do you ever actually buy them off eBay or Reverb? I have in the past, yes. Yes, I have. Great playing. Have a great day. Hey, thank you guys again. Thank you very much